other issues I have when it comes to squatting, when I have issues with my hips, is this section right here on the inner thigh, kind of hamstring section, kind of where the adductors and the hamstring muscles, I think there's adductor Magnus, lots of stuff in this little section right here, just below, basically where your butt crack is, the start of your butt crack. And getting into that section can be tough when you get a foam roller. I mean, it's just this long piece of roller that this doesn't seem to really fit in the right spot, and you can't get enough position well. So what you do is you get like a ball like this, and you can sit right on. I find this is way better than this ball here. This little soft, this is like soft baseball that I have, and this one here works a little bit better because when you get in there, it kind of, because that muscle's a lot bigger, and you kind of dig right in. And then what you can do is you kind of shear across. A lot of these ideas, you know, again from K-Star, from Kelly Starrett, all this stuff works really good. I would just recommend you just really when you press on there, you're kind of right there, and you can feel your pelvic bone, your pelvis on your kind of butt bone almost, and then not your butt bone, but then the bottom of your pelvis. And then what you'll do from this section here is you'll roll across and shear it. Just really kind of, you got the fibers go like this, and you're just basically going across the muscle. And what this does, it kind of helps clean up that tissue so that it can move better, and it can really hurt quite a bit. Trying to like, and when you get a really bad spot like right there, if I roll over it, budge, you can, so there's a good amount of pressure right there in that section. What I'll do is I'll extend my leg, and then you can really kind of do that tack and floss that K-Star talks about a lot, and that allows for the tissue to not only kind of break up or kind of release the fascia a little bit. It kind of helps it so that the you can tack and stretch. So you're like pressing on a section of the muscle while you pull another section of piece, like you're pulling apart the flesh. If you can imagine, like tenderizing steak, that's basically what you're doing. You're allowing the steak to be tender, so that way it can move better. And that's what you're trying to do. So try that out. I recommend this. This is actually one of the most effective tools. And you know, a lot of the times I make these videos is because it actually helps me do them, because freaking this shit's painful. And it is quite effective when you're trying to get into a good squat position, or you're having trouble with the knees out. Because sometimes when people push their knees out into a squat, a lot of the issues can be right here where the knee is, so people's hips will come in or knees will come in. Another part will be right here in the inner thighs. This is where the bigger mass is. So it's kind of like you want to work on both areas, but you kind of have to know kind of where your issues are and try to spend more time there, so that way you can clean it up and that way you can squat better.